All right, folks, buckle up because we're diving into a topic that's got everyone talking: Google's new age detection system. Is it the digital guardian angel we've been waiting for, finally protecting our kids online? Or is it a creepy overreach, a privacy invasion disguised as safety? That's the million-dollar question, and we're going to unpack it all. Think about it. How much control should tech companies have over what our kids see and do online? Is this the right answer? Let's get into it. So, what's actually happening? Google is ramping up its efforts to identify underage users across its platforms. This isn't just a simple enter your birthday prompt anymore. We're talking about AI-powered systems that analyze user data to estimate age. The goal? To provide a safer online environment for kids, with stricter content filtering, limitations on YouTube access, and enhanced parental controls through Family Link. Sounds good on paper, right? But the devil, as always, is in the details. They're using things like selfies, bank cards, and even ID verification in some cases. It's a big shift in how Google manages its users, especially the younger ones. Let's break down the immediate consequences. First, expect a different experience for younger users. Think safe search turned up to 11, restricted YouTube access, and limited use of some Google services. Second, parents get more control. Family Link is getting a major upgrade, allowing parents to restrict app usage during school hours, manage contacts, and even control Google Wallet spending. This is a double-edged sword, though. While some parents will welcome the added control, others might see it as an invasion of their kids' privacy. And third, the big one, data privacy concerns. Collecting and analyzing user data, especially from kids, is a massive responsibility. What happens to this data? How secure is it? These are critical questions that need answers, and Google needs to be upfront about it. It's like giving them the keys to the kingdom and hoping they don't misuse them. One of the most controversial aspects is the age verification process itself. Requiring users to submit selfies, bank cards, or IDs is a significant hurdle, especially for younger teens who may not have access to these documents. This creates a barrier to entry for some users, and it raises serious privacy concerns. Are these methods truly secure? Could they be exploited by malicious actors? And what about the potential for bias? Will the system be equally accurate for all users, regardless of their background or demographic? This is a real worry, and Google needs to address it head-on. It's not just about verifying age. It's about doing it in a way that's fair, secure, and respects user privacy. Now, let's talk about the content creators. If you're making content aimed at younger audiences, you're going to have to adapt. Google is likely to enforce stricter guidelines on age-appropriate content, which could impact monetization and reach. This means creators need to be extra careful about the content they produce and the way they target their audience. It's a whole new ballgame, and creators need to be prepared to play by the new rules. It's a big change, and some creators could face serious challenges. Okay, so what happens next? The success of Google's system will put pressure on other social media platforms like Meta and TikTok to follow suit. Expect to see more age verification and safety measures across the board. This will also impact the online advertising industry. Accurately identifying underage users will limit the reach of certain ads, potentially affecting revenue streams for advertisers. We'll also likely see a boom in age verification technology providers. Companies specializing in this area will be in high demand. And let's not forget about EdTech. Google's AI-powered educational tools could accelerate the integration of AI in schools. But the biggest impact could be on the legal and regulatory landscape. This whole thing is fueling the debate about children's online safety, and laws like COSA and COPPA 2.0 are going to be heavily influenced by these developments. It's a domino effect, and we're just seeing the first few pieces fall. Let's talk about the risks. First, the technical stuff. The AI needs to be accurate, and that's a big challenge. What happens if it misjudges someone's age? This could lead to inappropriate restrictions or, even worse, a lack of necessary protections. Algorithmic bias is another major concern. If the training data is biased, the system will be biased too, leading to discriminatory outcomes. Imagine a system that's less accurate for users from certain regions or demographics. That's not acceptable. And then there's the issue of circumvention. Tech-savvy teens will always find ways to bypass the system, using VPNs or fake accounts. It's a constant cat-and-mouse game, and Google needs to be prepared to stay one step ahead. The system is only as good as its weakest link, and these are some serious vulnerabilities. Data security is another huge risk. Collecting and storing age-related data creates a tempting target for hackers. A data breach could expose sensitive information about minors, which is a nightmare scenario. And how long will Google keep this data? What are the policies for deleting it? Lack of clarity here will lead to privacy concerns. False positives are also a problem. What happens if someone is incorrectly flagged as underage? The system needs a robust appeals process to address these errors. And finally, scalability. As the system rolls out globally, its performance could degrade, leading to slower response times and increased error rates. It's a massive undertaking, and Google needs to ensure the system can handle the load. It's like building a skyscraper, but hoping the foundation can support the weight. Now, let's get to the business and ethical risks. A major screw-up could lead to public backlash and damage Google's reputation. And if they don't comply with data privacy regulations, they could face fines and lawsuits. User experience is crucial too. Inaccurate age estimations or overly strict restrictions could frustrate users and drive them to competitors. On the ethical side, there are serious concerns about privacy violations. Even if the age estimation is based on machine learning, users might feel that their privacy is being violated. And the system could be used to create profiles of users based on their age, leading to discriminatory practices. It all boils down to trust. If people don't trust Google to handle their data responsibly, they'll start looking for alternatives. It's a high-stakes game, and Google needs to tread carefully. Okay, let's look further down the line. Widespread adoption of age detection technologies could lead to a more age-segregated online environment, impacting social interaction and the flow of information across age groups. It's like building digital walls between generations. The impact on child development is complex. On one hand, it could protect children from harmful content. On the other hand, it could limit their access to information and opportunities for exploration and learning. We also could see changes in parenting practices, with parents increasingly relying on technology to monitor their children's online activities. This could shift the dynamics between parents and kids, and we need to be mindful of the consequences. This is a longer-term impact, but the consequences could be very profound. Let's be real. This is an ethical minefield. The use of AI for age detection raises some serious questions about bias, discrimination, and the impact on privacy and freedom of expression. What happens if the system makes mistakes? Who is accountable? What safeguards are in place to prevent abuse? These are questions that need to be answered, and Google needs to be transparent about its processes. We need to ensure that these technologies are used in a way that protects children without infringing on their rights. It's a delicate balance, and we need to get it right. So, where do we land? Is Google's age detection system a necessary evil, a crucial step towards protecting children online? Or is it a step too far, a privacy invasion that could have unintended consequences? The truth is, it's probably somewhere in between. There are legitimate concerns about child safety online, and Google is trying to address them. But the risks are real, and Google needs to be transparent, accountable, and committed to protecting user privacy. The future of the internet is at stake, and we need to have this conversation. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth analysis of the latest tech trends. Thanks for watching.